Good afternoon. Oh, hoping my camera's really balanced, so this may or may not work, but I've got my hands free so I can have a cup of tea. Good afternoon. It's been a little while. Oh, excuse me. Just in, I'm on my bed, not in my bed. Yeah, time for a little catch up, I think. So, this is really weird because I know I should be looking that way, but it's, yeah. So, yeah, I realise, I don't know, I think it must probably only been a week, but it feels like it's been absolutely ages. So let's have a little catch up and what I've been up to and what the plans are. Not a great deal of movement, to be honest. So this week's been bit of a shitty week, I suppose. Yeah, so yeah, from lots of points really. Tried to go sourcing. Oh, that's right. So last weekend was Reading Festival, and I can't do Reading anymore. It's too young. It's just too freaking young. I found myself at one point having a cup of tea and just watching bums and tits for an hour, really. And just worried that somebody was going to run into me and tip my tea over. No, I don't think this is for me anymore. Like, I mean, festivals, yes, but not with 15, 16-year-olds charging around on heat like wildebeest. Anyway, yeah. So Monday, Bank Holiday Monday, absolutely pooped. Spent the entire day in bed Monday, binge watching Dharma on Netflix, and then, was it that night? No, it wasn't even that night. Next day went sourcing, and I've done this week until today. I did 14 charity shops. Didn't buy them. 3 towns. I was like, what the heck? It could just be that a lot of them seem to be quite sparse at the moment. I don't know if lots of people on holiday are not donating at the moment, or they're waiting to get their winter gear out, or I don't know what's going on, but it just seemed to be nothing fun, decent to buy, really. So, yes, that was a bit depressing. Then I think then maybe the next day I had another day in bed. I think it was the next day. And then, yeah, apparently this is probably too much information. Maud said I was screaming in my sleep one night. I think that's general stress. And I don't think it was to do with the binge watching because the other day that I spent in bed, I binge watched the Ted Bundy tapes. Yeah. So most of my week has been spent finding nothing on sourcing or being in bed. Been a bit of a low week, really. Sales also have been a bit shite. So, yeah, tricky week, but onwards and upwards. So, today, I was on an hour with Connie last night whether to go to the boot. I have only been to 2 boots right at the beginning of the season, and they were crap. So I'm like, this is, it's like a good half an hour bike ride with a couple of killer hills on it. No, Killer Hill going and a Killer Hill coming back. I was like, it's just not worth it. So I haven't been going. Also, they've been rained off a lot, or I've not been here. Anyway, so last night we were arguing about it, and she said, oh yeah, I'll come with you. And then didn't set an alarm, didn't wake up till 7:30 or something, and went in, and we were like, oh God, I can't be bothered. So we almost didn't go, and then I sat downstairs having a cup of tea, and Connie's going, well, I could go climbing while you go to the boat. And I was like, so we ended up going, Didn't get there till, it must have been 9 o'clock, which is, you kind of think way too late for a boot. I only got a few bits, but so blooming chuffed that I went and I got some bits, stopped at some Chaz's on the way back as well, got a couple of bits, and it's like, it's only a handful of things altogether, but it did chirp me right up, which brings me on to what bits I've been picking up as well. That thing's happening again where I get really bored of what I'm selling, and I'm getting bored of clothes again. I hadn't ever completely given up hard goods or not. If I see something that I know is worth picking up, I've always still picked it up. But like I was on a lampshade ban and that sort of thing. And if you've seen my Insta post, then you will see that I picked up lampshades, Laura lampshades, little pinch pleats, dangling off my handlebar in a carrier bag. I bought a little oil painting. Know nothing about that. I mean, I don't think it's an any heard of person. It was of West Wittering. Like, vaguely there's the harbour in the background, but just thought, for a change, And then a couple of usual bits, softs and that sort of thing. So, yeah, I suppose it's not that I'm entirely bored of clothing. It's more that when things start to hang around, or maybe I've been picking up the wrong bits, everything gets right on my tits, and I'm just like, I'm sick of this, but just need the change. Just need a change of stuff I'm picking up. Anyway, and saw a couple of people I know at the boot, which was really nice. So that was good. Needed that. What else? Yeah, so almost the end of the summer. So is it the first today? What day is it? Saturday. Oh, no, it's 4th Monday because it's our birthdays, mine and Connie's. So it's the 2nd today. So it's September. Jesus. And the summer, I do feel a bit bad. Like, Connie's done absolutely tons. Maud's done a bit less because Connie's been doing a lot of stuff with her friends. And we didn't plan a proper trip away doing anything this summer because I thought we'd be moving and I couldn't plan anything, and we still haven't moved. So, yeah, I feel a bit bad for Maud. I mean, we've had camping, weekend camping trips. She had Reading Festival, so down to that all weekend. So we're actually going to go down to the coast tomorrow, Sunday, which is a genius idea. Well, it's mine and Connie's birthday, it's Monday, so we're going to have a beach day on our birthdays, but we're swimming in the sea since we're actually going to get some sunshine right at the end of the summer. So that will be fabulous. And Connie's got plans. Like, she needs coffee cake and, she'll be 18, so she wants pink gin on the beach. She wants coffee cake. I was like, yeah, we'll get all these things. The Premier Inns, of course. Everyone goes home, don't they, to start work again. So Sunday night we can get one, really close to the beach, which is brilliant. So it's just a girls' trip. We're just doing that, going down tomorrow, staying overnight. That'll be nice. Bit of sunshine, little birthday town on the beach, and some swimming. And then Maud will be back to school the following day. So yes, right. So what was I going to catch up about? Oh yeah, flat. So. I think I'm going to sneeze. Very frustrating week again. So this is the flat that I think I said I didn't want to talk about too much, but we have had an offer accepted and we're waiting at the moment on inquiries from my solicitor to the vendor solicitor. I was told this week that they've been sent, and I said, what, by email? So they should be there now. They weren't there. The next day they weren't there. The next day after that they're not there. So then I said to Session, come on, right, where's this falling down? Have they been sent or haven't they? Someone's lying and not, that is the just, of it. You said they've been sent, so who said that? Because they're not there. And it turns out, I think maybe the vendor solicitor decided to prioritise some other things, and although he said he was dealing with it that day, he didn't. Or she, I don't know. But so I'm like, when the estate agent was saying, might be, all positive, we're looking at dates even, I said, I was just so monotone. I said, I'm sorry that I sound so unexcited, but I've heard this sort of thing before and we're still here, aren't we? And then you could tell, like, Friday afternoon, he was quite, seemed a bit embarrassed about him sort of geeing me along and being a bit excited during the week. And from just, I'd rather he hadn't have put any seeds of we're moving, places in my mind when he had no actual evidence of that. People that have moved, the stress. So we're still here. Yeah, can't believe that. Could really, 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 really do with moving on now. It is difficult to. I'm sure it's a psychological thing, but meantime we're getting divorced. I had a Queen Eye size through now. We have applied for. I think we've applied for so many parts to it. I can't believe it. I think we've applied for the conditional order. We're going to be read out in court on Maud's birthday in September. And then in October, we're going to apply for, I think, the final part. I just can't believe how many parts and money involved in getting a divorce through. When, if you want to get married, it's like, just say a few words, you can sign here, yeah, you're done. Getting divorced. Incredible. I'm surprised, everybody manages it, to be honest. Yes, that's where we are with that. I'd like to be moving on. Most of the time we are doing quite well because we've got a lot of joint friends and, went to Rewind. We camp, in the same sort of gang. So most of the time, considering we've done very well, but I don't know if I'm going to feel different when we move, like ready to start the new, part of life as a single Pringle. Don't know. Anyway, right, so what else? Yes, reselling, getting bored of clothing. Let's see, eBay, hardly anything on there. Best friend is still Vera. And Posh. I love live selling. I think it's so entertaining and interesting, and it keeps me entertained doing it. But there's still just not enough, I feel, end users on Poshmark. And I honestly would take a massive cut in profits, as a lot of people do, like with Whatnot and stuff in America, be able to sell live, to turn stuff over quickly. But there's a difference between taking a massive cut and things just not being viable, actually just losing money selling that way. And at the moment, Posh was great for clearing things because everybody wants, obviously, a bargain. But as a kind of business, for me, I can't get stock cheap enough to be able to give it to people cheap enough for everybody to get a bargain and it be viable, which is, so I can sell stuff, so say I could sell something, I'm sure you know what that means, but I can sell something for £10 on Vera, no fees. But on Posh, I'd probably sell it for a £5. They take 20%, so that's £1 off. So you're left with 4 instead of 10. So if you've paid a £5 for it, well, you've got a loss there. and I just can't find stuff cheap enough. The most genius thing I've spoken about before is what Lona and Pete are doing, and at the Rag House where they can buy by weight. That totally works for everybody. At the moment, and also jewellery. I've got, really nice silver jewellery, and I've seen other people trying to sell jewellery as well, and I thought that would be, a winner, but it's just not, doesn't seem to be viable yet. I don't know how many people are on the platform, but I really hope that it turns, more people join it, more of the people that would buy from me on Vera or buy from us anywhere else, even more of those people on Posh, so that they can still get a bargain, but resellers, I just can't sell everything for £5. So what else? I think that might be all of it caught up. If I've left anything out, let me know. So we're September. The next big thing will be hopefully that I've got news that we've got a moving date. I'm down to about 60 items on Vera at the moment. So I've got my stock down quite nicely, and Posh has helped with that, obviously clearing lots of stuff. I've still got loads of really nice silver rings, but I can't. I'll lose so much money if I offer them all at a £5. So I just can't do it at the moment. Just have to hang on to them until things change a bit. So let me know how you're getting on, and how summer hasn't been too bad for sales overall. It's just this last week, I suspect people are doing their last minute holidays, before going back to school, and people aren't clearing out yet. I think before winter, people are doing massive summer clear out, won't they? So let me know. Let me know how your sales are, how life is, how you're finding Posh if you're on there. If you do join, Shelster Rooney is still a code you can put in for a free £5 in the promo when you join. I'll tell you what, also, George, if you're watching this, was totally inspired by George's, what's your channel? Is it just it's Georgie, isn't it? Yeah, Georgie. Sales video for August. Like bolo stuff, really. That's really also why I wanted to go to the boot, because I'm like, I want to find the odd non-clothing bolo, really. Just for a change. Georgie's video, recommend that. It's really good and inspiring, which I like. I like to be inspired. Right, so that was rambly and waffly. I'm going to wrap it up. So if you're wondering, I am still here, I'm not dead. And I am still literally here in this house. And I'll see you soon.